Welcome back everybody to a new video. As we approach getting closer and closer to moving, things are getting crazier and crazier, so I apologize for the delays in between uploading. This video has been kind of long overdue because there's a lot of things that I need to do that I should probably film while I'm doing it in this video that need to get done as fast as possible. I have things that need to be gathered up. I got some jugs here to put oil and coolant and such in so I can go recycle them at the parts store. That exhaust needs to be put on. This bumper needs to get finished repaired. The back bumper, wherever it is, the back bumper needs to be put back on the car after the exhaust is on. The wheels are gonna have to wait until I get tires. I honestly don't know if those will even get put on before we go to Tennessee. Who knows? Because to get the car on the trailer, it has to be on the stocks that I have because it won't fit. I need to get started with that. We're gonna load up all of the stuff and take it to the store and dump it off. We don't have quite enough room. There's still a little more in the pan. There is this distilled water jug. I had bought this because of mixing the coolant, but it's full now, so I don't need it anymore. No idea what that was. All right, I'm gonna wash my hands. Now I'm gonna load the truck up. So again, apologies for delays in videos. I've just been super busy. I mean, I've been working like literally every day, 7 days a week for the past 3 weeks. So it's kind of been really hectic, but I'm working on getting things together to move, and because of that, things have just gotten a lot more complicated with just so much stuff going on every day. But unfortunately, because of working, a lot of things around the things with the car haven't really been getting done. Usually that's more of a luxury than a necessity, but right now everything kind of needs to be put back together so I can move, or so everything's all in one piece. So right now, by taking care of these things that I'm doing now, it's gonna help put everything back together, get the garage cleaned up. All of that stuff needs to be cleaned up, tools accounted for, and the car with all the body panels put back on it, or at least in a way where I can haul them. Okay, so they'll take pretty much everything but coolant, brake fluid, power steering fluid, regular oil, transmission oil, no gas, no coolant, nothing like that. So I couldn't dump these two, but I got these two dumped. So now I got to figure out what to do with the coolant. When I worked at a shop, we used to just dump it all in one thing and they took it all. And then when I did anything at home, I would just bring it to work and dump it all. But I don't work at a shop anymore, so I've never had to like deal with it on my own. I knew that they would at least take oil. I don't know. Whatever. All right, now we're good. I still gotta stop by. I totally forgot. I needed 2 exhaust hangers for the brace because I did order the brace from Jet Davis to hang the exhaust. That's kind of what I was waiting on to put it on. So I got the brace and I got the hangers for the brace, hardware to mount the brace because mine was completely missing. And I got bolts for the exhaust to connect the exhaust together. It looks to be about the width. It looks to be about it. So I'm gonna go with this. I actually need to go to the other vans to buy more because I bought them out and they only come 3 in a pack and I need 4. So super convenient. It got kind of late. I got a killer migraine, so I'm probably just gonna put the exhaust on tomorrow. Christine's home. It's so dark. I don't even think you can see anything. Hi, crackhead. Here. I have 2 pennies, I think. That was all I could find.
That's fun. Dang, look at this one. It's a brand new penny right there.
I picked this up today. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, yeah, here's the piece. All right, the problem is, see, I thought the dent was down here. That's why I was trying to call you today, see exactly where it was at. That's the trim line right there, so it's that. That's what I got.
I mean, it's kind of on the door a little bit, but like it's...
What do you mean a little bit? Look at that. It's so big.
It's like a cool
Here's your
car.
bumper, AJ. What the heck, man? He already got another one. He put it on the car and everything. This is for sale. 200 OBO. Sylvia Q's bumper, I think. OEM. It's blinding.
My bad.
My bad. A little bit of scratches. It's fine, really. I mean, it adds character. I feel like one smart person once said.
Yeah, I mean, like those are from an actual accident, whereas
This was very
is
much
from
an
someone
accident. I
putting
didn't
a
do it on
bumper
purpose.
on my car and it slid down.
I didn't do it on purpose at all. It's very much an accident. All right, yeah, I'm going to bed. And then tomorrow we work. Bye. All right, it's the next morning, finally. I got all the bolts, hardware, the bracket, everything. I bought some stuff from the store the last time, half of it that I needed, and I don't know where that stuff is, so I'm gonna have to find it. But I think I got the right bolt here for the bottom side. For the bracket, it goes here. But the holes are so rusty, I think I'm gonna have to tap them. And this one's just stuck. So I'm gonna have to try to get that out. But I got the die set here. I got the bolt out, and it is the same size as the one that I bought. Just like that. I actually don't know which way this bracket goes. It has an arrow that indicates something. I'm imagining that means forward, so it should sit there like this, I think. So I'm gonna try that first. All right, I got everything in there just kind of hand tight right now because I don't want to. I have a feeling it's supposed to be flipped, but we'll see, I guess. Maybe I'll have to look up a picture for reference. So I got the car jacked up. And it was a lot of spider webs under here. I haven't touched it in a while. I did find the extra stuff that I bought for the extra hanger and the hardware and stuff that I bought a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we're just gonna have to, I'm gonna have to throw this exhaust up in here. I'll probably have to do that part off camera because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to film it and do it at the same time, but I'm just gonna toss it up in there, bolt it in, and then set it back down, and I'm gonna drive it out of the garage. Okay, I'm such an idiot. I've been trying to figure out how this thing goes for the past like 20 minutes now. I had it mounted like this, and then it wasn't, like nothing about this was fitting right. And I was like, this can't be right. So I thought maybe I had the direction wrong. But then I immediately realized that was also not the right direction. It's supposed to go like this and cup in. That's why the one bolt hole is like leaned, because when you put it like that, the bracket is leaned. And then it would bolt straight up like that. And yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so in case anyone's watching this wondering how this goes on, if you had the same problem I did where the car didn't have it, because I had to buy this, it wasn't even on the car, that's how it goes. We can all laugh at me and it can be hilarious because that was stupid. Now that the hanger deal's figured out, in case you guys ever run into this, this is the factory hanger for all the other hangers that isn't the muffler, and they have a little spacer in them. I wasn't able to find this to replace it. I had this one, but the other hanger was missing, so I needed 2 total and didn't have 2 of those spacers. So I bought these. They're riv nuts, and they're M8, and that's the size bolt that it takes, because this is the original bolt. So I bought M8 bolts in the right length and M8 riv nuts, and then I threaded them into the riv nut, and then it acts as a spacer in the bushing. Here, I'll pull this out so you can see it. So it's like this, and then you just stick it in there, and then once you tighten this bolt down, it'll do the same thing that this does. And this is slightly more expensive, I'm sure, than the other alternative. This box wasn't too much money, I don't think, but it'll make it to where you have these if you don't have them, if you want to make it where it gets tight. All right, that's tight. It's not going anywhere. There we go. And it doesn't bang around. The old exhaust, when it didn't have a muffler, used to bang around on the subframe, but now that it's got a muffler and everything, and this thing like does not move at all. So I would say we got it. You've got to be kidding me. It started a little rough because it's been sitting for weeks, probably longer, but it's fine now. It's cleared up. It honestly sounds almost the same, and this has a resonator on it now, so it really should be a little quieter, but it's really not. Now I gotta move the car out. I gotta bring it out so we can do some other stuff. think before I go any further, I'm gonna go ahead and put the overfenders on, just temporarily kind of mock them up because they need to be out of the way. So I'm gonna just put like a couple rivets in them to mock them up, and then I'll probably blow the car off with a leaf blower because there's fiberglass shavings all over it. So bad. Okay, here's them just taped on the car. I'm like really impressed with how these fit. I mean, they're charge speed, so they should fit good, but they fit like amazing. Like I said, I just got them taped on. I guess I'm just gonna temporarily just kind of drill, you know, just a few holes in the car and put rivets on them just to have them on the car. That way they can be on the car when it moves. The only thing that could make this really look good is just this way more lowered down, but I can't really lower the car until I get it on the trailer and get it moved to Tennessee, because on the U-Haul trailer it's not gonna like that very much. But in the meantime, yeah, I mean, that makes it look a lot better. I'm not getting really far, honestly. I had to cut a bunch of pieces of the bumper out to fit the exhaust because the hole wasn't big enough, but that fits now. The problem I'm running into is the bumper doesn't want to wrap around the quarter panel anymore because of the overfender, because of how far it sticks out, I guess. So I don't know whether to just cut this off, because I'm having the same problem with the side skirt. It doesn't want to fit when this is all the way up against it. It doesn't want to wrap around anymore because it's sticking so far off the car even when it's flat on the car. So I tried to trim this little lip down to see if that made any difference, and it doesn't make a difference at all. So I don't know if I'm just gonna have to cut off. I drew a line here, I haven't cut it yet, but I'm wondering if I just need to chop off this bottom half on both sides and just leave the skin on the top. I come up with a solution. I took a mark and I cut off this, which lets the side skirt ride in this little divvy right here, and then I'm gonna mount holes through the side skirt into the over fenders to sandwich all of it together. And when I cut this side too, which should allow the back bumper to sit, and then I notched out the lip here, which lets it sit flat so the bumper will sit over top of it, and then I'll do the same thing. These will just have hidden rivets. I did the same. I took measurements from the trim line on the ones I cut that I eyeballed, and I measured from the trim line down, and then put a piece of blue tape down, and then cut them flat. So these are cut to match the other side. So now I just gotta mount them. Christine's doing cleanup, and I have to find the drill. I don't know where that is, but this took really probably a lot longer than it should have, but I just couldn't understand what was the holdup. Like, I went to put the bumper and everything on, and everything was sticking so far out, bubbled out, because of that curved trim line and the fender laying way past down where the bumper and the side skirt goes. It was kicking everything out, and nothing was going to mount flush at all. So I had to do something. But then again, no one ever really talks about how they mounted their overfenders before, so I guess you wouldn't know. Ew.
It's dead.
Ew.
It's like perfectly preserved.
Another minor update. Of course, the battery's about to die every time. I had to cut the bumper a lot to fit this. It's just a lot. This is a like way more in depth than I thought it was gonna be. This side is mounted on. I got rivets in it. I still gotta put the skirt on because it's flapping there. But this is everything I've gotten done basically. I just put one rivet here in the side skirt. I don't know if I went over that already. Nothing here yet, but it looks really good. I'm trying, now that both the quarter panel skins are on both sides, I'm trying to get the bumper tucked on, and then I'll move on to the side skirt on the driver's side. But it is definitely coming along, but there will be another update eventually. I have no idea where I left off, but here's the bumper, side skirts, over fenders, rear bumper, and the other side, all put together. A lot of dust from fiberglass trimming and everything else. The front bumper's not repaired yet all the way, but it's probably at this point I can just fix it on the car. I don't think I need it off anymore. And like I said before, with moving, it would be nice if just everything's on the car. So the last thing I'm gonna do is put the hood on. And yes, this video is like multiple days going on now, but I'm getting close to the point where I'm gonna show the new wheels that we got, but not quite yet. I just finished putting the hood on. I did draw out the holes for the hinges and fix the hinges because when the hood flipped up, it actually overextended the hood hinges and they were stuck up. So I just kind of ground this knob down here and now they go back down. Now they'll just go all the way up. Honda mod. But I made this hole bigger. That way it can slide forward more because the hood needed to come forward still. I cut this little safety latch off and I put the studs in for the new, let me actually get that so I can show you. These are the new quick latches and they just pop down like that. You hit the button and they come off. So I got to drill holes in the hood for these. And it's kind of nice because they'll actually, because it's a ball, if the way it sits on the hood is like this, slightly slanted, it will still latch. It'll still come down at a slant and latch. So angle doesn't matter, which is pretty nice. So that's what I got going on right now. And then it's almost ready to go.
What's weird is they're at the same mark on both sides. So they're both at 49.
There's a lot of numbers on that. We got the holes drilled. It sits in there very nice. And it's a slightly bigger, I wanted it slightly bigger for adjustment room so it can kind of be adjusted around. But it's in a really good spot on the hood. The only problem is now we need to go to the store and get a bigger hole saw for the bottom so I can put the set nut on. Yo. Is that you, bro? What are you doing, man? I ain't seen you in forever, bro. Oh, this thing? Yeah, dude, I just finished it the other day. It does kind of look nice. Oh, you want to know more about it? It's just another SR car, probably. Nah, man. But wouldn't it be cool if someone made a YouTube channel on an S13 that was KA driven and not the typical SR thing? So many of those, dude. So many of those. Let me show you. They call it God's motor. No, not the SR thing, man. Let it go. It's a KA God's motor. The real God's motor. We're not talking about SRs anymore. This thing makes, well, if you ask people on Reddit, it's 1,000 horsepower, but it's really like 600. Got to keep the people on Reddit guessing. Anyway, man, yeah. Come on, come on, come on. Full interior still. That thing, in case, you know, something happens. Crazy, right? This thing was really nice when I got it. Some grandma probably owned it. Now it's a, well, a missile. But we just got the new fiberglass on yesterday. Check it out. Yeah, I know. They don't match the front. They will soon, though. All jokes aside, the car is finished. I didn't film as much of it as I probably should have. And when I mean finished, I mean the body panels are on the car. It's about as done as it's gonna be until it gets to Tennessee. This is as much as I'm putting together here. Paint is gonna happen in Tennessee, and I am gonna paint the car myself. But for now, everything's on the car, test fitted, fits pretty decently. The only thing that doesn't really fit good is the fenders. The fenders, they kind of suck, I'm not gonna lie. They're Duraflex, never buy that, they're terrible. I should have got like Origin or something, but you know. Wow, nothing in stock, seriously. Okay, Facebook Marketplace. Nothing. That's about how that went. Yeah, the car's about as done as it's gonna be here. I appreciate everybody that watches. Thank you so much. If you wanna see more content about this kind of car, consider subscribing. That would be cool. And thanks for the loads of support that I've gotten on just the first 2 videos that I've ever uploaded. That was very kind of everybody. I appreciate it. Thank you again. And that's gonna be it for me and the old girl here for a little while. So we'll see you in Tennessee. Peace out. And no, before everyone asks, I'm not driving this thing to Tennessee. Do you think I'm crazy? It breaks every time I drive it. Let's start. No jump pack, let's go!